let's do swing part 2. This was the age of ambitious world-class band leaders and pro arrangers. Have you ever heard of Count Basie? He came out of Kansas City, although he ended up going to Chicago and New York City too, but he started in Kansas City, the city of fountains and barbecue. Anyway, the Count Basie Orchestra started with about 9 pieces in it and grew to be as big as 18 pieces. He had a sparse, elegant style. He didn't play too much on the piano as he let everyone else emerge. And in fact, his bass player, Walter Page, was the guy who is attributed to starting the walking bass. The walking bass is moving down by stuff, sometimes with chromatics, but anyway, it's a walking style that boosts the harmony and the melodies. The other name that comes out of this era was Duke Ellington. Very different than the Count Basie style. He started in Washington, D.C. His father was a high-class butler, so he was raised in style. He had a legendary opportunity that came up in his early 20s at the Cotton Club in Harlem with what they called jungle jazz. He was a workaholic, and I don't like to call it a workaholic, though, because he loved doing what he did. He wrote over 1,000 compositions. But anyway, when he was at the Cotton Club doing this jungle jazz, he really became known throughout the United States. And later in his career, he actually composed a lot of brilliant, ambitious works, one of which was he took the Nutcracker Suite by Tchaikovsky and did a jazz version. If you ever have a chance to hear that, it's an amazing accomplishment and really a brilliant work. Big band sound is big sound, big energy, large-scale orchestrated works, walking bass against syncopated rhythms, chromatic scales, complex non-root chords. Things were developing and getting more complicated. I'm going to play just a few measures of a piece called Walk on Basie to give you a sense of the walking bass, and then we'll do an improv. Do you see the sounds of lots of chromatic movement? You'll notice that when we're doing our improv. Okay, for the walking bass improv, all you have to know is how to walk your fingers. We're going to do it in the A position and in the D position. So, and let's flat that. You can also go down to D, to D. So there's lots of ways to walk your bass. Octaves are okay, but jumping a seventh wouldn't make sense. You want to honor that walk. So we're going to start in the A position. With your right hand, just take an A minor scale and try to get that jazz rhythm going with that walking bass. Now you can add some chromatics if you want to. Do you feel that? You go to D. Again, flat that third finger. Etc. That's your assignment for the week. I'll see you next time.